Alright, going to be doing a commentary track for the arcade version of Super Contra, which is going to be played on the Xbox Live Arcade version. It's really near perfect. I decided to use this instead of MAME because it's easier to capture. But anyway, to the game. I am a huge fan of the series in general. Super Contra, in my opinion, is even more fun than Contra. It's a bit more balanced. The spread doesn't destroy everything in 2 seconds like the, well, I'm exaggerating, like the it does in the first Contra. So it is a bit more challenging in some ways, but you know, this is going to show you, some safe strategies to get through the game without dying. Now for this part right here, make sure to kill these sliding turrets as soon as they get on the screen if you can, otherwise they're going to shoot at you, and with the soldiers coming at you on the ground, you're going to be in a situation where you basically are going to be stuck into a death. Same there, you got to jump and shoot as quick as you can the gunner on top of that tank to take him out real quick. And there's going to be a mid-boss here. Now, the mid-boss is pretty easy, but this is where you finally get your upgraded gun. Now, if you notice, I did not get spread at the first choice, and I highly recommend not using spread in this game, and you'll see why coming up. It'll be more evident, but right now I'm not using an in-game, I'm using the in-game auto-fire, which is just holding down the button, and the rate of fire is so good on that upgraded machine gun that you're going to want to use that for the entire game. The spread shot just doesn't fire fast enough. On the overhead levels, it doesn't reach far enough. It's just not the weapon of choice in this game like it is on the original Contra for, playing, for survival. This is a no-death run, so we're going to optimize the survival strategies. If you're playing for speed, the machine gun's also going to be the ideal weapon as well. But you'll see here on the overhead levels, the machine gun reaches nearly 3/4 of the screen. The spread only reaches about halfway across the screen when it's upgraded. So you're going to have a lot of guys out of range from you, and you're going to take risks to even get in range to shoot them. You'll see me right here, like with a spread that wouldn't reach. So I definitely recommend, taking that. Now this bomb, I recommend holding on to it if you're going to go for a no death or no miss run. Where it says shell now in the upper left. The jump button activates the shell, which is basically, the Mega Crash, just kills everything on the screen. A lot of people use it on the boss of this level, but it's not so well known that if you save it, if you don't die, you retain that for the next overhead level, which is the last mission of the game, which is really helpful to have a second one of those coming, because you get one of those in the beginning of the last level. To have 2 of them makes the last level much less of a headache. This part you can just quickly kill the 2 gunners and just run quickly to the middle. If you just run right here, you don't got to take those guys out. You can if you're playing for score. Be careful here, you can get pinched. You gotta back up a little bit. If you try to run forward there, you can, if you've made enough room to run forward. So most people use that shell on this boss, but I recommend taking off this boss with just your machine gun. It's easy enough. See, he went down pretty quick. Alright, the jungle stage is actually kind of challenging. It's the 3rd level of the game. There's a few snipers hidden in the upper right corners coming up. You'll see me take them off before they barely have spawned. So if you see me shooting at the upper right corner, like right there, I'm taking out a sniper. You see that little explosion? I'm going to take him off before he can get a shot out. That's going to save me some big headaches. Like right there, I almost ate it because I didn't take him out like I thought I had. This water part's easy. Just shoot forward, shoot back, shoot behind you, shoot forward, shoot back, shoot behind you. This next part coming up, it's pretty easy as well. They're going to shoot a bunch of missiles at you from above. Just got to watch where they're going to land. Sit still. Most of the time, if you just sit still, they won't hit you. Just got to watch where they're going to land. In this part coming up, there's going to be these spider creatures coming. There's one on the ground here, and then there's one coming up. There's 3 actually in a row coming up from the upper right, and I'm going to kill them. There's the last one before they have a chance to come down on me. And if you have an upgraded machine gun, this last part, just keep on running straight, and these guys won't be able to get out their little shots on you. They have little red heat seekers on you. This boss has caused a lot of deaths. There's a few strategies I found. I recommend not jumping when the middle part until the middle part's been blown out. If you jump before that middle part's been blown out, you have risk running into one of their little shrimp projectiles. Once you take out that middle part, it's really easy. Just stay in the center. The red blobs are moving slow enough. Alright, this is the 4th mission. This is also a somewhat hard mission. You'll see me have a couple near deaths here. I like to wait and get these guys, those blobs, killed before I move the screen over. Sometimes they go off the screen like they did there. Sometimes they come and heat seek you. All right, now coming up here, that's a gun you don't want. All right, this guy, he almost took me out. I was lucky to get that guy shot. All right, and then there's another one of those. They kind of heat seek on your location, and I just wait right where they come on the screen and take them out. Alright, this, if you have the upgraded machine gun, just follow the center of it. It'll go down super quick. For these next couple these hills coming up, I like to wait until one guy comes out, then go. And you're going to have a back attack coming pretty soon. There you go. Just got to make sure there's 2 of them coming. If your machine gun, if it's powered up, you can take them out before they get on the screen. This part, there's a glitch that sometimes happens. You want to make sure that you kill that thing on the ground before the boss has a chance to start. The boss, if you're upgraded, he won't even get a shot off on you. Just fire up and then jump, keep firing, and then he's down. Alright, final mission. You'll see I have a shell already here. Now that's going to stack with the shell, the shell I'm going to get here in a second. So now I have 2. Not everyone is aware of that, so that's a good trick to know. This is one of the hardest parts in the game. Those mouths can spawn randomly right on top of you, so you've got to either be ready to react or use a bomb. I basically had good RNG here. They didn't spawn on me. One spawned near me, so I just took it out. Those skulls that come out to circle you, they're actually not very threatening. They will keep continuing to circle you. Don't even worry about them, just focus on the spiders walking around. As long as you focus on the spiders, they're going to run into your line of fire eventually. Just like that. So you want to have your trigger finger ready on that shell coming up in this part right here. This is the part where most people die in the game. Now there's those crab guys coming from either side, and they can go up or down. I got lucky there. I only had to use one shell. You could end up using both of them there if they surround you. And this is the wall before the final boss. There's the mouth wall, whatever you want to call that guy. I let the second shell go there, and that took care of all of his minions, and I was able to take him out very quickly with the machine gun. And here's the final boss. Oh yeah, don't get hit by those either. That's kind of embarrassing. Those little blobs coming out can kill you. Now, if you don't have the upgraded machine gun, you have to take apart the boss piece by piece. So I just took out both of his eyeballs right there really quickly. Those 2 snake serpent guys on the left and right, you can take those out. If you're playing for score, you want to take those out. Those 2 earlobe things on them, you can take those out for score before actually going for the little red falcon miniature in there that's going to be flying away here. I like to mess around and have fun and follow him in the cinematic, even though he's invincible. So there you go. It's a no-death run on the arcade version of Super Contra. Playing on the Xbox Live Arcade version. It's a really great port of the game. I definitely recommend checking the game out. I was introduced to this game by my friend Martin Alessi. He's a former Electronic Gaming Monthly writer. We did work for them, he wrote for them, did layouts and stuff, but he got me into the game, and I had a lot of fun with it. I've played it for score as well. It's I wouldn't say boring, it's just tedious to play for score. There's a lot of point pressing to be done, but it's a lot of fun to play, just for no-death runs or speed runs, but I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't already. So this has been Pete Hahn, also known as GGA Hahn. Thank you for checking out my no-death playthrough on Super Contra.